right now. We got the point battle kicking off, and it's going to be Brian Yaw versus Oil King. And I really love them starting with Brian, man. They've done it a couple of times so far, and even in the situation where they get to pick who that Oil King is going to go up against, I love setting the tone with Brian, right? I think DJ's got some merits in the matchup as well. Going to be tougher for Terry to just kind of get into that space that he likes to do. I think it's going to cause Oil King to commit to some bird knuckles that maybe he doesn't want to, and we'll see how he combats the power wave game as well.
Right. That's one of the biggest issues that we're talking about, that we're kind of looking forward to. The fact that we have him up front first. I thought he would be like the kryptonite towards NL and maybe see like a shift in regards to who's going to be in the anchor, because he had a dominating game over that Akuma, 2-0 the last time they made that exchange. But him coming up first against the Terry, maybe we'll see something, I want to say like something a little different, but hopefully the same results for this DJ. But not to take away from Oil King, I think he's been doing a phenomenal job once he had transitioned over to this character. We'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, already starting to show the bird knuckles, and he felt like it didn't see any screen shake, so Brian willing to press back, actually able to recover in time to tech the throw on the backdash. Oh! Then a little walkout, knowing that Oil King was going to look for his own throw, and the perfect parry on the round wave, no plus frames.
Oh, we got the specifics on lock. We understand when you want to let those projectiles rip in between the strings. Damn, son, you ate the whole roundhouse. You didn't save any leftovers for anybody else in the studio? That was nasty.
And man, it took the whole leg for himself, every part of it.
That's crazy.
Started at the knee, ended at the calf. Yeah, and you can immediately just challenge that with the OS.
Get the perfect parry on the other side now. Oil King, the first time he's been in control thus far. I know it's been a really early start, but any sort of advantage you can get against Brian Yaw positionally would be so great.
What fortunate timing on the drive rush in, catching the whiff on the crouch medium punch. Now applying this pressure back to back with the crouch strongs. Brian locked in this corner now, and he's been struggling on the drive. Oh, and again, the press backs from Oil King. And you saw, I believe it was the startup of crouch medium punch again. It was after the light, so he was minus, right? Oil King was just ready to slug it out.
There's a little bit of a hezzy on that as well. Maybe thinking, you know, I'm going to try to use this chain perhaps rather than way too far. Couldn't tell you what that hezzy was from Brian.
Yeah, it felt like he was just trying to maybe catch a reversal light maybe in that situation. That's why you let it like rock for a second.
Makes a lot of sense that way. Oh, stopping that drive rush entirely. It was a counter hit, able to link the sweep. Backing away, looking for control. Right back in it now.
Oh, yeah, Oil King, he tried to jump out. Yeah, neither player expected it to go like that. Oh, manages to jump out, and again, an ambiguous jump. This time, Brian, tired of Oil King's attempts to escape, gets the drive rush in, and we all know how DJ's drive rush go. Converts into the level 3. That's going to be burnout and bad damage.
Ooh, do you force a DI? Do you force a super out of Oil King? You DI! You most definitely do! Brian finishes it out with a nice and easy perfect. It was bound to happen. It was bound to happen. You had that much life, you didn't get touched once, Oil King pretty much on life support. Why not just throw out the DI?
Yeah, I like the idea. He even baited the super beforehand as well, and that was like one of those instances where like you might have been buffering the super, see that stop, and then he hits you with a DI when you need to be supering again. It was very nice.
Right back into the corner.
Oh man, you see a walk up, taking advantage of those extra plus frames.
No anti-air from the side of Brian. Maybe he thought the angle was way too sharp. On the other side, we get the block on that OD jackknife.
Risky. Oh my, Oil King two-stepping on him. That was a nasty little dance.
Oh my, got a little rhythm to him. Okay, Oil King.
I just realized he got the Canadian tuxedo Terry too. Denim from top to bottom.
Ugh. I don't know how I feel about that. I felt the hairs going on the back of my head. I'll tell you what. Drive rush on in. Still checking the walk back. We get the burn knuckle finisher off of the confirm. Get some more of this pressure coming in from Oil King.
Pressure point blank just immediately popping off of it again. What a perfect barrier to keep Brian from building momentum. He's going to have the corner. And again, Brian low on this drive meter. He's been kept that way for quite some time.
Damn, son, that was early. That was a jump back perhaps from the side of Brian. It was just hard knockdown.
Oh my goodness, Oil King smothering Brian in that one. Now, you know, the way that hit on that jump in, I was like, that was the extended hurt box of the afro, right? Now I got to get Jack's opinion on DJ's afro.
It's better than Rob's.
We know that much.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to strike first, brother. I'm sorry. Jesus, what is wrong with you today? Your afro is nice and loud.
The violence of mood. He talked about toxicity last night. He set the tone first.
That's fair. Hasn't been 24 hours yet.
Exactly. Right now, Oil King, he's the one low, and he's risking these bird knuckles, but they're working out more often than not.
You were not kidding about the wrist. That was rather close. Again, getting clipped within his string going into this projectile. Brian is not going to let that fly. Oh my, so awkward. Why is it still on the same side, Rich?
Yeah, and then the confidence from Brian to like press the stay and jab. Oil King just pressed the jumping button too early, and again, he is has to be reacting to these round waves consistently, bro, and that shuts down the level 1 because it was projectile linking the jackknife maximum as well. Oh my goodness, Brian, set point.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought that wasn't gonna link. I'm like, there's no way, but it was punish counter. I don't even think it did, but I have to take it out again. I was rather confused.
You might be right, like, because counting the hits, I don't think it was the right amount of hits for the jackknife to combo, but Oil King got clipped by them regardless.
Yeah, I can't believe he just kind of let go of it, right? But either way, Brian looking at match point. The double jackknife. This is so much pressure being exuded from the side of Brian. We do find an opening down below. This is huge for Oil King. Quick burn.
But again, leaving him standing, and Brian just presses right back in the middle of the plus frames.
What do you mean?
Showing no fear. Cero miedo from Brian Yob, taking it over Oil King to start the set right for 2G.
I definitely played a little bit of rank last night. I definitely experienced that same thing as on the receiving end. So I feel for Oil King on that one.
Be like that sometimes, right? You just get pressed on with plus frames in your face. That's the big bet. A lot of time we saw Oil King maybe looking for the crouch strong, right? A lot of time more often than not. I gotta check how plus the quick burn is on hit, if it would need a light or if he went with something heavier or if he hesitated.
Right.
But yeah, man, that was tough. Brian was just willing to press and it worked out. Good stuff from both players, though. Always love Brian going in that 8-point position, and that's where we saw the bait out on the super first, then it stopped him. It's +2, so the crouch strong is 6, right? So it would at least trade with lights. But yeah, he might have just got there a frame too late and got beaten.
Yeah, so that actually didn't link.
It didn't, right? Yeah.
He just kind of came up on the play, high key. His hand was already up, like scratching his neck. That's why. And he was just like, you know what? And that's that moment we were talking about. The quick burn, again, does leave you at +2, but still, Brian was still able to steal away. And honestly, with the amount of life that he had and the resources behind him, who could really blame him?
Yeah.
Right?
And a lot of the times, too, I think Oil King was a little bit lower on the drive meter. A lot of the times, the Terries will try to abuse the stand fierce because of the 2 hits. You can just confirm it from itself.